What to do when somebody goes no contact with you. By the way, if you're one of my lovely subscribers who is here for the Twin Flame content, this does not work on Twin Flames. Go back to the True Twin Flame Teachings playlist and try again. This is for everybody else, conventional relationships, soulmates, and the like. And if you don't know what a twin flame is, don't even worry about it, because you don't want to know what it is. It's not what everybody says it is, okay? So let's just get that out of the way right now. Now, everybody else, and it could be a family member, it could be a friend, I don't know, whoever it is, that's going no contact with you. I've actually done this before. Guys, you just have to believe it. You just have to cultivate belief. Did you know that you're a miracle of engineering? You watching, you are a miracle of engineering. You are a machine. And it's starting to look more and more like that, guys. If you've been keeping up with the law of attraction videos on my YouTube channel lately, I've been talking a lot about this, guys. Science is starting to actually uncover things that ancient masters have known for thousands of years. For example, the universe is mental. Literally, right? Like what Albert Einstein called the fabric of space. They're calling it information in modern physics. There's a theory called information realism, and these guys are serious. These are conventional physicists. Or look at the technology of your body. Look at what happens when you reprogram these pathways and neurons all over in your body. Heart-brain coherence, that's another thing. People are starting to make these connections, guys. So I got to tell you that this absolutely works. You are technology, and that's the truth. Now, let's get to what to do if somebody goes no contact with you. All right, how do I cultivate belief that they're going to reach out and that we're going to start talking again? Well, the short answer is you just do it. Now don't click off, because here's the thing. Because that sounds like a cop-out answer, right? You just do it, right? Here's the thing. It's not doing. It's not doing. It's something else. It's faith. And faith comes from the soul. Remember, you are body, mind, soul. So there's the physical body, which is duality. There's the mind, which is duality. And then there's the soul, which is non-duality. The soul is awareness, consciousness, awareness. Consciousness is not thought. The mind is thought. The mind is mental. The fabric of space is thought. The fabric of space is mental. But consciousness is the source. And that's what you are. Your consciousness. You have a mind. You are not your mind. Everybody else thinks they are the mind. So when I say to you, when you ask, how do I start believing that this person is going to contact me back? The mind starts asking, how do I do that? Give me steps, give me a manual, give me stages, give me instructions, give me switches to flip, give me buttons to push. Can I do some scripting? That's why like activities like scripting, which do work if you know how to use them, some people think that is the law of attraction, the actual act of scripting, for example. That's not it, guys. The soul is consciousness, and faith comes from there. It's an intuitive experience. It's a knowing. And it feels identical in likeness to déjà vu, for example. I'm not saying that it is déjà vu, but it feels the same, okay? And déjà vu really is just an intuitive hit that's telling you you're where you're supposed to be, whereas faith is an intuitive hit that's telling you something that could happen. So if you've ever experienced déjà vu, you know what this faith feels like that I speak of, if you've never experienced it before. And you cultivate that over time. Now, what's interesting is you can actually use the conceptual mind, which is also part emotional. Thoughts and emotions to kickstart the faith, right? I teach this to my students in my manifesting course, available at my website, Manifest Your Dream Life. And I teach them to cultivate these emotional experiences that seem to reach into the soul, if you will. It doesn't exactly work that way, but it's like you pull it out. It's like you're looking for the right frequency. You're looking for the right channel. All possibilities exist, guys. And this is true in quantum physics. So that your person could actually reach out to you and start talking to you again is a possibility. That does exist. Energetically in the metaverse, the fabric of space, which is information. Again, physics is proving this stuff. And the soul is like hard linked into that field. And how you experience it is actually through kind of your subconscious metaphysical body. So the mind is part subconscious and conscious. So if you think about information coming to you like an intuitive hit, it's filtered through the subconscious mind. And you feel it as a hit of faith. It's guttural, it's instinctual, it's just this knowing. But what I'm telling you is you can kind of wag the dog with your conscious mind and cultivate these experiences. And then it's like you're tuning to the right channel. And then you have that intuitive hit. And then you know for sure your person's going to reach out. And I'm going to tell you how to do it now that you know how it works and why it works. You're a machine, guys. You're wired for this. Okay? So you're using the mind, which is mental and emotional, conceptual, to not cause, but tap into a channel that is experienced as intuition, faith, okay? All of these systems inside of you are all linked somehow, right? So you are the soul, which is where the intuition is coming from, but that is linked to your subconscious mind, guys. It's called the astral body. That's where it's linked. So you're going to experience a being. And when you feel that, you never forget it. And you just kind of, I don't know, you just know how to do it. Once you have that first intuitive hit, you're going, oh, that's it. I feel it. I felt like I know this is going to happen. And you just keep slowly doing that. Here's how you do it. You start a daily practice. And as it is, I highly recommend that you have a daily spiritual practice in the first place. Guys, you got to meditate every day. And I recommend doing it twice a day, especially right after you get out of bed, because the brainwave state of your brain is still more tapped into your subconscious. So I mean, I'm telling you guys, I get right out of bed. I get up, go to the bathroom, take my vitamins, and go sit down and meditate for 30 minutes. And I'll do a very powerful induction meditation. If you want to Google or just go on YouTube and look for Dr. Joe Dispenza induction meditation. Okay? And after like a really powerful meditation, you touch source every day, you get that hit of power, of raw energy from the source. Right after that, what I do, I'll go make my coffee and go right back to the living room, and I'll start playing some kind of inspiring music. Something that's going to inspire a feeling of warmth, something, if it's a romantic partner, something loving, something that doesn't make you sad about the person when you hear this song. It makes you feel like the good old days, like anything's possible even. Remember that. Write that down. Anything's possible. What kind of music could I listen to? And guys, it could just be maybe something off of my Zen playlist on my YouTube channel, right? Go check that out. And there's a lot of varying degrees of spiritual kind of music on that playlist, but just pick something. Pick something that rings of anything's possible, and I know this person is going to reach out to me. Not something that makes you sad. Something that makes you think maybe it's true. Now here's the thing, guys. I don't want you to cultivate hope. This is extremely important. Hope does not work. Hope, you can have a whole bunch or you can have barely any. But faith, you either got it or you don't. That's why it's, if you have but the faith of a mustard seed, right? So once you hit that little intuitive hit, once you feel that knowing, again, I already told you what it feels like. You'll know it when you feel it. If you've had deja vu, you'll know. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a knowing, like, how do I know this thing? It's this weird, eerie feeling that I just know something is true. How do I know that? I don't know, I just know, right? The mind is what is asking. How do you know that? But you just know it. So every day, your daily spiritual practice and touching your heart really helps. There's actually, between your heart and your head, there's a group of special cells, 40,000 of them. I don't remember what they're called. Greg Braden talks about them all the time. If you watch enough of his videos, you'll hear him talk about them. And probably Joe Dispenza too, but a special type of cell that occur both in the heart and the head, and they're talking. So as you're cultivating these mental and emotional experiences during your daily spiritual practice, this is your manifesting practice. Remember, number one, meditate. Number two, you're going to do this practice with some music, with touching your heart, with cultivating a good emotion. Like, anything's possible. I know they can come back. I know they can. What if I'm wrong about this? You question the doubt. There's another thing. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Question the doubt. Any doubt that you're having. Wait a minute. What if that's not true? What if they are going to contact me? Just keep doing that. And don't expect fast results. That's huge. Write that down too. So you're doing this daily spiritual practice every day. This could take a month. I mean, if it's somebody that's not talking to you at all, then what's another month, right? And by the way, if this works, is it worth the effort? You bet it is. You bet it is, guys. By the way, hop over here. I want to make sure to plug this. I've got some more things to say about the topic in this video. I'll kind of tie some things together, but I just want to make sure to point out that I got some cool stuff going on over here, guys. Check it out. And I haven't done a lot with it yet, but in the coming months, I'm going to be blowing this up. And I'm going to be talking about some really cool stuff. So go check this out, guys. New World All-Star over here. So back to this topic, though. You've got your daily spiritual practice. You're cultivating this feeling of basically gratitude that this is real. I really can use the law of attraction to get this person to talk to me again. And I just know they're going to do it. You're feeling this feeling of, it's got to be true. You're having these emotional experiences that you're cultivating with the music. You're creating this environment right after you had a really great meditation every day. Do it for a month. Eventually, guys, and you'll start thinking about this perhaps throughout the day too. over the course of the month, you'll be thinking about your goal just in passing, and maybe it'll occur to you, this intuitive hit. Maybe you'll get that intuitive hit out of nowhere. You'll be walking down the street or brushing your teeth, right? Walking your dog, whatever it is, right? Going to the bathroom. You'll just get that intuitive hit, and you're going to know it, guys. You're going to know it. It's kind of like you're starting an engine, like one of those old crank engines, and it's like really hard work at first. You got to crank and crank and crank and crank. Oh, I got to put all this effort into, I'm trying to get it to go, right? And then eventually it sputters to life, and it runs for just a few seconds, and then it shuts down again. But it worked. It worked. You hit that frequency. It's like a radio frequency out there in the metaverse. Remember, all these possibilities exist. You just got to hit the right frequency, guys. And once you get that one intuitive hit, it's done. It's done. Write it down. Write down the time and the date. Describe what you felt as best as you can. That's kind of hard with this intuition, but try. Write it down. Keep a journal. Write it down. Date, time, what it felt like. Try to describe the message that was being imparted. And I hope it's something along the lines of, oh, they're going to reach out next Tuesday, or something like that, right? And then keep with your daily spiritual practice. Cultivate more of those intuitive hits. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Okay, eventually they're going to reach out to you. And one last thing before I go. Remember to respect other people's free will. And I don't think I need to explain why that's important for a video like this one. This is very, very critical, because if you don't do that, this could backfire. So all I want is a text message or a phone call. What happens after that is up to you. How to rekindle. Again, maybe you could go over here. If it's a romantic relationship, I've got some advice for you. But you got to do that legwork too. What do I do when they talk to me? You can't violate other people's free will, guys, but you can manifest a text message. That's not that hard. Let's try it out, guys. Again, I've done this and it worked. It really worked. It's all about cultivating belief. You're kind of wagging the dog. You're using your conscious mind to cultivate subconscious experiences that tap into that frequency of faith. And it works. It works, guys. It works every single time. So go try it out, guys. Watch this video again. Try it out for yourself. Thank you for watching.